What's up, studs? Ryan here, or MandRproductions, and welcome to Ask MandRproductions episode 101. I'm sorry this episode didn't come out on time. The LEGO Star Wars 2020 set pictures got revealed, and that video took precedence on Tuesday, November 19th. So just know that there was a good reason this video wasn't out on time. That being said, if you are somehow living under a rock and didn't see the 2020 LEGO Star Wars sets yet, I'll link that video down below for you guys to check out after this one. But it's already got over 100,000 views, so if you missed it, I don't know how you missed it. Anyway, this is the series where I answer your questions, so if you have a question for me that you want answered next week, you can leave in the comment section down below, and I might answer it. If you guys do enjoy the video, leave a like, and let's get started with our first question from Alejandro. He says, Ryan, do you think LEGO Star Wars will have a good start next year? Well, this question is particularly in good timing, because we just had all the new, or at least most of the new 2020 LEGO Star Wars sets revealed for January, and as usual, there are some people that are being downers about the sets. You're always going to get this every time new things get revealed. Some people are going to be like, these suck, these are trash, they're just remakes, and that's what people have been saying for like the past 10 years. It happens every time. It's like every year around this time when the Patriots are, you know, it's mid-season, they're 9-1, and people are already saying they're done. They're 9-1. But yeah, I mean, will it have a good start? I mean, there's definitely some interesting sets in the wave, albeit expensive sets, but that's the same feeling we get every year. They're too expensive, blah, blah, blah. Buy them on sale, buy them on clearance, vote with your wallet, ladies and gentlemen. But I think the microfighters are good. I like the one battle pack that we've seen right now, the Sith Troopers battle pack. Looks like it's going to be a really fun one for a lot of people, although kind of for like the casual fan, they might look at it and be like, wait, more Red Troopers? The other Red Troopers battle pack was just on shelves, the Praetorian Guard battle pack. Just like as a super casual fan of LEGO Star Wars, you might look at that and think that. It pains me to say it, but I think the Luke Landspeeder might actually be a good set, even though I think it's expensive. It might actually be a solid build for Luke's Landspeeder. I don't know why it wouldn't be. I don't know why they would go backwards in build quality. The Snowspeeder is laughably bad. That thing is atrocious. I don't even want to talk about it. And then the Sith TIE Fighter, or whatever it is, TIE Dagger, I don't remember the name of it, but it looks amazing. It's expensive, but it's amazing. And then the Pose X-Wing, again, expensive, but really, really solid build. So will it have a good start? That's, I guess, up to you personally. I wouldn't put too much thought into what you're seeing set around the internet. Do you enjoy the sets for yourself? That's what's going to matter. Moving on from Jace Gars 8, he says, where'd you get that spicy episode 9 poster? Oh, you mean that one? Now that you ask me, I actually don't remember. It was either Target or Walmart. I can't imagine I bought it anywhere else. It was like in one of those rolls. I think it was at Target on like an end cap, like in one of the boxes where you just pull the roll out. That's where I think I bought it. It was like $7. If you want one, you can probably find them at Target. Zachary says, how much will you be affected by COPPA? The unfortunate truth right now is nobody knows how much anybody will be affected, really. I feel like a lot of us in the LEGO community are, especially like the community that I live and breathe in mostly, are in a super, super gray area. And none of us really know what to do. I've seen a lot of videos about it. I've thought a lot about it. Like, it's at least an hour a day of my day right now going to COPPA videos and just thinking about COPPA and talking to other people about it. And even right now, we'll go into my hour plus today that I thought and talked about COPPA. Like, it's every day right now, and nobody really knows how they're going to be affected. I really don't think that if it were to ever go to court, and, you know, God forbid it was me, but I don't, you know, I think it'd be someone way bigger than me that would end up in court, that it would hold up. It is the most insane thing I have ever seen in my life that this could actually be a thing. So we're gonna find out. If you guys want to make a comment to the FTC, help save LEGO YouTubers, you can comment on their website, and I left a comment. There's like almost 100,000 comments at this point, so please go make your voice heard. Tell them that this is a bad rule for YouTube. It does not fit. Like, I don't think they know how much they're damaging so many people. Like, some smaller LEGO YouTubers have already quit. A lot of YouTubers, a lot of people that just do it as a passion hobby are quitting because of the potential consequences, and it's so wrong. It's incredibly wrong. So I'm going to do a more fleshed out video soon. I did see Jang's video, and Jang made a good video, but I've seen a lot of other good videos that are kind of counter to that. It says, how did you and Just Too Good meet? So I like kind of knew who he was, I think, but the real reason I ever started talking to him was in 2015 when the episode 7 sets got leaked. None of them had watermarks. None of the pictures had watermarks. And to me, if a picture doesn't have watermark, like you can't do anything about it if you're Lego. Like, it doesn't have a watermark. How can you know? Like, you can't know. And so I posted those on my channel thinking it's all fine and dandy because there's no confidential watermark, should be good to go. And what do you know? bang, 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 3 strikes, my channel's gone, and I'm like, uh-oh, problem. And I mean, at this point, my channel was maybe at like 10,000 subscribers. Like, it was not any, like obviously a lot of you guys probably don't even remember this. My channel was gone for like almost a month. Like, I was at Brick Fair, and until like the end of August, like the channel was just gone. Contacted him because he at some point before me had his channel deleted, and I had remembered that had happened to him, and I was like, well, what did you do to get your channel back? So he very kindly helped me do that, and we have been friends ever since. And it just so happens that he lives within like an hour of me, so that kind of works out well too for us to like hang out physically. But yeah, that is kind of why I started talking to him, and how we met, I guess, is just because I DM'd him on Twitter like in a panic, basically. It's like, what the hell is happening? Help me. like they didn't have watermarks. What am I supposed to do? It was ridiculous. So yeah, Lil T says, you ever gonna have a Patreon, dude? I mean, I might if the COPPA thing goes really, really south, like it could potentially. I really don't think it's gonna be as bad as some of the fear-mongering people seem to think it will be. But, you know, I'm on the bell curve right now of like how scared I have been of COPPA. Like, when I first heard about it, I'm like, all right, man, it's gonna be all right. And then Jangbricks video came out, and I was like top of the bell curve, like pooping my pants, like this is gonna be really bad. And ever since, I've watched a lot of other videos by like lawyers and stuff. I've talked to a lot of people, and like I'm on the back end of the bell curve now. I'm not as scared as I was at the peak, so I don't know, man. Jawa says, what do you think your worst quality recent video you have made is? And I think a little bit of looking in the mirror here would be pretty nice. Oh, it has to be the last M&R memes. Yes, that was absolutely the like worst quality video I made. Mostly because I just wasn't feeling like making it. Like, I sat down to record a video that I didn't want to record, and it probably showed, and it definitely showed 7 minutes in when I was just like, all right, I'm hanging them up for now. Like, I don't want to make any more M&R memes. So that would be like the worst quality recent video I've made. Like, I just like didn't want to make that video, I think. That being said, I did record another M&R memes a few days ago. However, the audio on it is a little bit messed up. There's like this static going on in the background, and I don't know why. So I might upload that video just kind of as is with the bad audio, but it also has really bad audio, so I don't know if you guys would want that. Mr. Blades talks about some Mustangs, and then his question is that, what do I think about LEGO Speed Champion sets going to an 8 stud wide build for their cars over the 6 stud wide builds of years past? I only really got into Speed Champions about a year ago, and this is a 2019 Speed Champions car. It is 6 wide, so I can say that having looked at the pictures of the 8 wide, not actually holding one though, it looks like the 8 wide is going to be incredible. Like, they're going to be able to fit in so much more detail with the 8 wide Speed Champion sets, and so many great pieces have come about for LEGO trying to cram so much into a small package with the 6 wide cars over the years, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do with the 8 wide ones now. But I think that is going to give you so much more flexibility for what cars you can do, because I think some cars just don't lend themselves very well to a small form factor, and widening it up a bit, making it a little bit larger, is really going to help LEGO be able to capture all the details they need to capture with some of these Speed Champions cars. Mike's Music has a little question for us. He says he's debating whether he should buy the UCS Imperial Shuttle or the UCS Star Destroyer, the newer one. They both cost a similar amount. What set do I think is more worth it? So I don't really think they cost a similar amount. I mean, if you're going to buy them both new in box, I guess, but if you bought a used Imperial Shuttle, it would undoubtedly be cheaper. That being said, I can't really do a comparison of the two right now because I don't have the shuttle built. It's kind of in a box in pieces. But I would say, if you're paying the same price, I think you got to take the Star Destroyer. You're getting a lot more value for the price, given that the retail of the Imperial Shuttle is about $260 versus the $700 of the Star Destroyer. If you're going to spend $700 on the Imperial Shuttle or $700 on the Star Destroyer, I would spend $700 on the Star Destroyer every time. Unless you just have this infatuation with the Imperial Shuttle that maybe I have, I think you have to go and drop the $700 on the Star Destroyer. And plus, you can get the double VIP points at LEGO at some point, I'm sure, over the holiday season, so keep your eye out for that. That would be my recommendation, though. If you're going to spend the same amount of money, get the one that's going to offer more value, and to me, that's the Star Destroyer. Alpha Bricks channel says, how is life with a mustache? Is it irritating? Does it itch? Does food get stuck in it? Do you get a lot of positive, negative, or annoying comments? I got a lot of annoying comments on the internet about it. However, nothing like in real life. It's not irritating. It doesn't itch. The only thing I will say is, like, sometimes, like, a little water feels like it gets stuck there and it's a little bit weird, but other than that, like, it's like it's not even there to me for the most part. I do like grab it and twist it for every once in a while, like when I'm bored. Plus, like, when I talk to people like I don't know, cashier, I'm like, can I get a Coke? And then it's like, I had a mustache on my face the whole time and I look ridiculous. And then I realized that after, I was just like, oh my god, I looked so dumb that whole time. I don't know. It's starting to grow, like, no pun intended. Someone commented this and I can't get it out of my mind now, but it's starting to grow on me. Like, I'm actually not hating the way it looks now. This part, for whatever reason, hasn't really grown in. There's not really beard. I ended up cleaning this up before I went to Galaxy's Edge because I just didn't want to have, like, 5 hairs here, and it was just bad. So I was like, we'll keep the mustache, we'll keep this, and we're getting rid of this. But yeah, very excited to get to know mustache life on Monday. I am going for a haircut right after I shave. It's gonna be great. V8H Bar says, hey Ryan, have you test driven a Mustang yet? If you're ever in Pennsylvania, you can take my 18 GT 6-speed for a spin. I appreciate the offer. I have not test driven a Mustang yet. I assume I would do so when I really am, like, seriously going to buy one, which would probably happen in like January or February, or like whenever the YouTube FTC COPPA thing settles. If I'm okay after that, that's when I would go test drive one. I don't want to get myself too excited yet with the unfortunate looming changes, which could really suck, but we'll see. It sounds like you have a really cool car though. Ryan Tube says, MandRproductions, will you ever buy the Lego Stranger Things set? The plans for the 501st Battle Pack ask question for our Ask M&R. Out of all the Star Wars movies, which movie would you like to see more sets for? So excluding the recent Star Wars movies, because those are new and they're going to continue to have more sets for them over time, just looking at the historical statistics of Star Wars movies, every movie except Episode 2 has had 35 or more sets made for it. That's Episodes 1 through 6 I'm talking about. The newer movies, being The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, have had 25 and 18 respectively. Rise of Skywalker already has 6, with more coming in 2020. Rogue One only has 12 sets, which I would like to see more sets for, but a lot of those can also just be like general Star Wars original trilogy sets because it's Rogue One. And Solo only has 12 sets, but again, it's kind of a standalone movie. There's not too much going on there. And plus, we haven't had a lot of time for remakes of that thing to happen yet, so none of those I would really count. But the one that really sticks out to me is Episode 2, at least on Bricksets count, only has 19 sets. And for comparison, Episode 1 has 41, Episode 3 has 45, Episode 4 has 45, Episode 5 has 37, Episode 6 has 36. So Episode 2 is a clear outlier in the Skywalker saga, and definitely deserves another round of Lego sets. Some new clone ships, some new CIS stuff, a few things they probably didn't make out of the movie they could try to do. So Episode 2 definitely lacking as far as Lego Star Wars sets goes, and that's what I would like to see more sets come from, like a Jango Fett's Slave 1 remake, some type of Camino set. Like, there's a lot of stuff they could do like that that would just be great to see in the future years. Dang Lego says, I saw Ryan once at a Lego store and he looked busy, so I didn't go up to him. Never don't go up to me. I'm never too busy to talk to someone who watches my videos online, dude. It's your one chance, probably. Definitely say hi to me. I'm never too busy. I will make a minute for you, I promise. Mato Bato says, hey Ryan, in your opinion, what Lego Star Wars set has bad figures and an amazing build or builds? I think the obvious and contemporary answer to this is the new UCS Star Destroyer. It has an amazing build and terrible minifigure selection in a lot of people's opinions. I think it's pretty cut and dry on that one. Red Nas says, whatever happened to that rumored V19 Torrent remake? Do you think we can expect one in the coming years? So I thought that rumor was legit too. It came from like a legit source. So that's one of the weirder rumors that didn't come true to me. But I will say, I don't know what happened to it. Obviously, no one knows what happened. Sometimes that's what a rumor is. It's a rumor. It doesn't necessarily mean it's true. Although a lot of rumors that I talk about on the channel are true. Sometimes they just aren't, and that's kind of the fun of it, I guess. Gotta keep you on your toes somehow. However, do I think we can expect one in the coming years? I think with the Clone Wars coming back this year, or I guess in 2020, but like within the next few months, it is very likely that we would see a V19 Torrent. I'm messing with my car and I messed it up. There we go. Connor, how is dust harmful to your Lego minifigures or Lego sets? So dust is harmful because dust, basically when you pull a Lego set out of the box and you look at it, right, the pieces are shiny, they have a nice gloss to them, and when dust gets on them, it takes away that gloss, basically. It kind of gives micro scratches to the plastic. That's the best way I think to describe it. It does kind of degrade the way your Lego sets look, which is unfortunate. Matthew says, this is a question for Ask MandRproductions. That is implied because you commented on the last Ask MandRproductions. That's how I knew what it was. You guys don't have to say that, just so you know. He says, what was the most difficult time in your YouTube career? I think that goes back to the question we answered earlier about how I met Just Too Good. It was the time where my channel literally didn't exist for like, I think 3 or 4 weeks. I'll show my YouTube stats. You can see I'm getting views and then it's just flatlined and then my channel comes back. So that had to be the most difficult time. Obviously, right now is a very difficult time with COPPA looming over. It's kind of like a hurricane forecast. The forecast keeps changing. The prediction models keep shifting. So obviously, completely losing my channel is very difficult. And this COPPA thing right now is very much looking like it could take first place from losing my channel back in 2015, but I'm not sure yet with COPPA. So I guess you'll have to ask me again in a few months because that answer could change, or it might be the same. Hopefully it's the same. I would like this COPPA thing to be a close second, but not the worst thing to ever happen. That is it for Ask MandRproductions episode 101. If you guys did enjoy it, leave a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated if we could hit 1,000 likes. Anyway, if you have a question for next week, leave it in the comment section down below and I might answer it.